Good morning, sis. Do you have time tomorrow? Can you come shopping with me? Let's have dinner as well. Hey, Alex. Good morning. I don't mind, but don't you want to go out with your fiance, Yvette? Isn't it kind of sad to go shopping with your sister right before your wedding? Come on, who cares? You're back temporarily from overseas for my wedding, and you're flying back the next day of my wedding, so let's have some time together. Yeah, I guess you're right. Nice. Let's meet up at the south gate of A Station at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Sounds good. I knew you were cheating on me, Alex. I knew you were lying when you told me you're having dinner with your sister. Who is this woman? We're having our wedding this weekend. How dare you? I'm gonna make that cheating bitch pay. All taken care of. I landed a pretty good punch. It felt so good to see her knocked out with a nice sound. Hey, Alex. Your flirt is obviously an older woman if you look at her up close. I'm a better woman than that old hag, right? That's why you chose me as your future wife. So I'll still marry you, but you'll have to break up with her today and pay me $10,000 in compensation. And also, I'm gonna keep an eye on you so you won't cheat on me ever again. We will live with my parents so that we can all monitor you. And I'll be managing your money. Alex, you won't have any say in this matter. Got it? Now, let go of that woman. And get down on your knees and apologize for cheating on me. Hey, Yvette, where the hell are you? Hey, Alex, where am I now? I won't tell you. I'll tell you when you're ready to apologize. What are you talking about? I saw your text earlier. What on earth did you misunderstand? Huh? What misunderstanding? I clearly caught you cheating with my own eyes. It's too late to be making any excuse now. It was my sister who was with me. I told you about her this morning when I leave the house. Enough with the excuses. Your sister is chubbier with longer hair. She doesn't have short hair with great figure, does she? How can I mistake her for your sister? My sister went on a diet while working overseas. Huh? After she lost some weight, she wanted to have a sporty look, so she cut her hair. What? You know, you must think I'm stupid to believe all that. Huh? No, we talked about this before, remember? When we talked about my sister's life abroad. I get it. It was all a setup to mislead me into thinking you're not cheating. What the? That makes you even more an asshole. It's not like that. Cut the crap already and apologize for cheating on me. I said I'll marry you as long as you get down on your knees, apologize, and accept the conditions I gave you earlier. Beg for forgiveness before I change my mind. I didn't cheat on you. Huh? Are you still saying that? The one who was with me was my sister. It was my sister you mistook for someone else and punched with all your might. Why didn't you ask me first? I mean, my sister and I both look like our dad, so it's easy to see the resemblance in our faces. Especially now that she has lost weight and cut her hair, she looks a lot like me. It should be really easy to tell we're siblings. You should have checked before you suddenly punch her. Whatever, you cheater. You keep making excuses. Do you not want to marry me? So, you're saying that if I'm willing to apologize to you, you'll tell me where you are. Oh, so you're ready to be sorry. Fine. I'll need to take a picture of you on your knees, so I'll tell you. I'm on the train to my parents' house. I'll be there in about 30 minutes. And you're coming as well. We'll talk about moving in with my parents there. So get moving and don't forget to bring the $10,000. Hey, Alex, are you on the way yet? Shut up. Excuse me? I reported what happened to the police. What's wrong with you? Oh well, I guess I'll have to tell your sister on you. I can get her to confirm you're cheating on me. Good evening, sis. I'm Yvette, Alex's fiance. It's been a year since we met face to face a year ago. Anyway, can you believe Alex was cheating on me? He even lied he was seeing you. Don't you think it's terrible to use your sister's name to cheat? Surely, as a woman, you understand how hurt I am, right? He needs to learn a lesson, don't you think? So, can you tell him to apologize and pay me $10,000? Are you there? Why aren't you saying anything? Oh no, are you taking his side? Don't tell me you're taking the side of that bitch. No way! You're not going to cancel your brother's wedding just like that, are you? Thought you'd be smarter since you work overseas. I'm really disappointed. Wait, are you actually teaming up with him to file a police report on me? But he's the one to be blamed here. I just fought off the cheating woman. There would be no point in reporting anything. Just as I expected, Yvette. What the hell were you thinking? My sister can't respond to you because of the concussion she had by being punched by you, so I'm checking her phone for her. Huh? Another lie. I'll answer your question for her. Yes, I did file a report. What? I already told you. Your parents are already informed as well, and there will be no more engagement or wedding. I told them that I have no intention of accepting a settlement. Wait, you're saying that was your sister? Did you think I was bluffing? But... Alex, my mom and dad got mad at me. I'm locked in my room until the police comes. It's not fair. It was just a little misunderstanding. You wouldn't want your fiancé arrested like this, right? I'm sure your sister wouldn't want this for her future sister-in-law either. Alex, do you not want to marry me? I'll forgive your sister for her misleading behavior. So don't do anything crazy like filing a police report. That way you can marry me. My parents will calm down for sure too. Answer me, Alex. Are you really okay with this? If you want to marry me. I don't. Huh? Goodbye. What do you mean? Sis, can we talk? Sure, Alex. I'm fine now. I've recovered from the concussion. The swelling on my cheek is gone. The cut in my mouth is fine now. I'm sorry for worrying you so much. No, I'm the one who needs to apologize. I almost married her without realizing she was such a terrible person. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused. So she... Yeah, I did file a report, as you already know. Even her parents encouraged me filing it. Uh-huh. This could be a harsh punishment for a young woman like her, and I'm sure she's going to have a hard time. But if she doesn't understand the root of the problem and doesn't show any remorse, then it can't be helped. You're right. Now, everything is taken care of, including the cancellation of the engagement. Yvette's parents paid for the monetary damages for the daughter committing an assault, as well as the cancellation fee for the wedding, saying they would eventually collect the money from Yvette. Is that so? They also promised to keep Yvette on a leash so that she won't come see us unannounced, so don't worry. Then, I guess that settles it, right? Yes, I think so. By the way, when are you leaving Japan? Huh? Because of the hospitalization, your company let you stay in Japan a little longer, right? Yes, I'll be in Japan for another week or so. Why don't we get something to eat before you go back? Sounds nice. I want to go too. Can we go to a pub? Sure, but I'll treat you so we can go somewhere more expensive if you want. Maybe someplace fancy, like a French restaurant. I want to have a casual chat with you, so not anywhere too fancy. Alright, then let's go to my favorite place. The snacks as well as the drinks are really good there. Oh, that sounds great. You can count on me. Yep, I'm looking forward to it. A few days later, Yvette's parents called me again to apologize. They said they wanted to let me know about Yvette's situation just for your information. They told me that Yvette had been placed in the care of their strict relatives. They live in an isolated place that could not be reached without a long train and bus rides. Her phone and internet access were taken away as well. In a place where there is almost no entertainment, she is trying to straighten herself out while helping her relatives with their work and paying back money to her parents. Hopefully, this will make her a better person. As for me and my sister, we went to the pub like we promised. That's when my sister said to me, "People can suddenly turn into a completely different person. For self-defense, we should cultivate an eye for people." Hearing that truly enlightening words, I vowed that the next time I meet someone, I will introduce that person to my sister first.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to tell you something. I passed out at work and I'll be staying in the hospital for 3 days. Oh my God! I'll ask my boss if I can fly back home today. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry? Of course I'm worried about you. It's not that serious. I wish I weren't in Mexico for work. I would have rushed to the hospital right away. Do you know why you clasped? My doctor said it was malnutrition. I was trying to save money. Huh? There were some days I only ate a piece of toast, and other days I didn't eat at all. Only a piece of toast? Yes, pretty much. You have to eat more, and you don't have to worry about money in the first place. I only make 1,200 each paycheck. Unfortunately, I can't make ends meet. What do you mean you can't make ends meet? Since you were transferred to Mexico, I've been living off of only my income. That's why I've been having a hard time financially. But I send you $4,000 every month. Why do you have a money problem? What are you talking about? I've never received any money from you. Yes, I've been sending you money every month. Don't you remember before I left for Mexico, I said I'd transfer you money every month? I don't recall. I was off on the day. As far as I remember, you were working the night before. I'm pretty sure we talked about our living expenses during lunch. I must have been tired. I probably wasn't really listening. I've mentioned this many times, but you can quit your job if it's too much for you. I make enough for the 3 of us. I like my job, so I don't want to quit. As I said earlier, I do send you money. After you get out of the hospital, make sure to check your bank account. About your job, we'll see how you feel after this and figure out what to do. I don't have my debit card. Why not? I gave it to Tom. He shouldn't have it. What does he need it for? He told me he needed my Bank of America account to pay for one of his games on his phone. There wasn't much money left in it anyway, and my pay doesn't go into the account. I thought it wouldn't matter. What if he abuses it? He wouldn't do that. He's a good kid. But you can't just let him do whatever he wants. He was getting harassed at work 2 years ago. He quit his job because of it, and he lives with me now. Yes, I know that. But all he does is stay home without even looking for a job. What's he thinking? Don't blame him. He's still suffering from the trauma. I feel like at least one of us should be more understanding. But letting him do whatever he wants isn't good for him. You should be more strict and assertive. Easier said than done. If I were there, I could give him a lecture. This is getting complicated. Now that I can't work, I'm not sure how I'll afford to live next month. I'll take care of our financial situation. Jennifer, focus on your health first. Honey, there's also something else. I'm $50,000 in debt. Tell me you're joking. I'm sorry, but life has been hard since you left. What about my savings? It's for emergencies. I spent most of it. Why didn't you tell me earlier? You've been extremely busy, so I didn't want to make you worried. Anyway, let's talk about it more later. I need to talk with Tom first. Please don't be harsh with him, okay? He's almost 20 years old. We shouldn't spoil him. But I'll watch what I say. I promise I won't be condescending. Okay, I trust you. Anyway, you get some rest now. Thank you. Hi, my name is Robert. I'm currently living in Mexico for work. This is my second year here. My wife, Jennifer, is 60 years old, 12 years older than me. She's decent and reserved. I had a big crush on her, and after busting my butt to get her attention, we fell in love and got married. Our son, Tom, will turn 20 this year. He's quite selfish and a bit of a handful. After he graduated from high school, he found a job. He moved out of our house, and it was good. It took a lot of load off our shoulders, but within half a year, he quit his job and started living with us again. Unfortunately, it was bad timing as I just gotten my transfer orders. Since I left, he's pretty much been doing whatever he likes. What is worse, my wife lets him get away with it. I'm at a loss. My wife got pregnant after many years of trying on fertility treatment, and we had Tom. I understand why my wife is so overprotective, but I have to get involved before it's too late to fix the problem. I texted Tom right away. I couldn't believe what he said. I need to talk with you. Me too. What a coincidence. I heard old mom collapsed at work just now. She's just being lazy, hiding from the housework in the hospital. Good for her. Hey, aren't you worried about your mother? She collapsed from starvation. Yeah, I'm concerned. 'Cause there's nobody to go grocery shopping or cook around here now. And I'm allergic to dust, so I need her to clean the house. Otherwise, I might get sick too. Stop thinking about yourself only. Take care of your mother. You're a grown-up man. You can do the cleaning yourself. Whatever. I got some extra money yesterday, so I can order takeout for dinner and maybe get a cleaning service. You mean the money for living expenses I sent yesterday, right? Oh, you know I've been spending your money. Oh man, bastard. Why did you take her debit card? When I started living with you guys again, you got the transfer offer to Mexico. Were you listening to our conversation about the money? I just happened to hear it on my way to the bathroom. You mean you knew I'd send money to your mom? That's why you took the card. Am I right? Bingo. Go give it back to your mom right now. That money isn't for you. Come on, Dad. I can't live on the money she gives me. Hold on. Do you get an allowance from her? Yeah, she gives me $500 a month. Since when? Ever since I quit my job. At first, it was only $100, but recently, I've had bigger expenses. So, Mom started giving me a little more. No wonder your mother got sick. but I still have trauma from my old job. You should show me more empathy as a parent. It's been 2 years. Isn't that long enough of a mental break? Whoa, that's a typical statement from the older generation. We are living in 2023. Do you realize what you just said is not acceptable? You're old enough to be independent. You're doing nothing with your life staying at home. This isn't acceptable in any era. I have depression and PTSD. My life has been tough. Did your doctor give you this diagnosis? No, I self-diagnosed online. I don't believe this crap. Mom does. I'll tell her you're faking it. I'm not faking. First of all, get out of my house. Be more responsible. Are you trying to get rid of me? Give me a break. Tom, I'm serious. Stop depending on Mom so much. You have to become more self-sufficient. I just texted her. She's in the hospital. Don't give her any more stress. I just took a screenshot of Mom's text. Mom says, don't move out. She doesn't want to live on her own without me. I don't get it. That reminds me. She says she wouldn't be able to make ends meet if she raised my allowance. So I got pissed off and told her I'm fed up with my life and pretended to try and kill myself by jumping out the upstairs window. I guess she remembers. Did you really do that? Yeah, our power dynamic flipped upside down that day. Mom does everything I say now. I'm the winner. You. It was easy to control and manipulate her. She just gave me money whenever I asked for it. What? Even when I was a student, I'd complain to Mom about my small allowance, and she'd give me extra money right away. I've been saying to her that she shouldn't spoil you. I can't believe she's turned you into a spoiled brat while I've been away. You've been so busy. It's all your fault for not being at home, right? You should blame yourself, not me. I have a headache. Mom has to work hard to support my lifestyle. She fawns over me, but she's easy to control. She told me she likes her job. That's not true. She works hard to earn my allowance. She even used to send me money after I got a job. I should have talked with her more about parenting. It's all my fault. It's a bit too late for regrets. You know what? I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of the house. I'll talk to your mother about it all. Well, even if you get me to live, your debt won't disappear. She told me about the $50,000. You're the one who caused all of this. And you're the one that got us into debt. You'll have to help us pay it off. Wait a second. It's not my problem. 'Cause I borrowed the money in your name. Legally, it's on you to pay it back. What? I used your name because I had some business to deal with. So, it's not really her debt then. It's yours. Did you really use my name without my permission to borrow the money? Yeah, I'm unemployed, so I couldn't get a loan approval. How could you do that to me? You are the ones who raised me in the first place. Isn't this ultimately your fault? You're right. You've proved that I failed as a parent. Why don't you take full responsibility and support me for the rest of my life? And don't forget to deal with that debt. I'm coming home soon. We're gonna have a family meeting when I get there. It'll be a waste of time. But if you wanna do it, go ahead. See ya! Can I borrow some money? Mom's not here and I need it for groceries and other stuff. I need money. I'm speechless. You're still talking like that. She's still in the hospital, so who else can I ask for help? Besides, she'd be upset if something bad happened to her one and only son. Are you okay with that? You won't get any money from me. You send her $4,000 every month. That's for your mother, for expenses. Are you sure you won't change your mind? She doesn't want to see me miserable. You know that, right? I wonder how she will react when she finds out I'm dead. Mom's already out of the hospital. What? She hasn't come home yet. She must be in the hospital still. She flew to Mexico this morning. Seriously? How sad that you sucked up all of her energy until she was an emaciated shell of herself. I wish I had known what was going on. Why sit there? Explain! Mom tried her best raising you. She showed up at my place this morning. She was crying and begged me to let her in. How did she get the money to fly there? I have her card. How did she get to Mexico? I sent her some money. How did you do that? I asked her to open a new bank account and then wired her $10,000. Really? I don't think I'll be home anytime soon because I have work to do. But I sent her some cash so she could live more comfortably. Throw some of that my way, too. Absolutely not. I wanted to go back to the US to talk about our family issues. I'm surprised she actually came here. I guess she couldn't wait any longer. She actually left me behind. What kind of mother is she? You spent all of our money and put me into debt using my name without my permission. I can't even think of you as our child anymore. Shut up! At first, she told me she had borrowed money because she needed help financially. Do you know why your mother said it was her debt? When I told her what happened, she said she'd take care of it. She was gonna pay it off for me, I guess. Well, listen. She changed her mind. Now? You didn't even go see her once in the hospital, did you? Nope. So? She finally realized she was just a money tree to you. Well, it's a little late, but I'm glad she finally noticed. I didn't visit her because I was a little busy. It doesn't make sense that she'd abandon me because I didn't visit her. You are unemployed. What were you so busy with? You have nothing but time. I was worried about her. I don't think you were that worried. You didn't even know when she was getting out of the hospital. Fine, but it's irresponsible of her to leave me behind for that reason. We are your parents, and all you do is take. I don't understand you. So, what am I supposed to do about the debt? You have to pay it off. All of it. It's in your name. You can't change it. Too late. Actually, I called my bank and I've already explained to them that you use my name without my permission. So what? You're still responsible for the payment. I've also consulted a lawyer. If the signature analysis proves you forged my name, then I'm not responsible for the debt. You must be kidding me! Your mother hasn't paid back a penny of it yet. So, I'm gonna make you pay back the $50,000 with interest. Just be ready for that. I'm still deeply scarred from the workplace harassment. I'm not healthy enough to look for work yet. You were lazy at work and they told you off. Do you really think that counts as workplace harassment? Are you crazy? How do you know that? At work, didn't you have a classmate from high school? Yeah, did he tell you that? I didn't really trust you, so I called him. I can't believe you did that! I heard you slacked off whenever you had a chance, forced your colleagues to pick up the slack, and you just did whatever you wanted instead. I don't really remember. Stop playing dumb. When your boss found out and called you in, you got upset and quit on the spot. This is the real reason why you can't work, isn't it? It's true, I may have slacked off a bit, but I thought the way he lectured me was considered harassment in this day and age. There's nothing wrong in reprimanding lazy employees. It's not old-fashioned. Whatever! I'm gonna call Mom now. Too late. Dad, no matter what you say, when she hears her son's voice, she'll change her mind and help me. Mom got a new phone. What about her phone number? She changed it and her email address too. And she got a new WhatsApp account. Basically, you can't get a hold of her anymore. Are you serious? Yes, she's done with you. Your mother said she's not gonna keep in touch with you. Is she there? Yes, she's here. Can you ask her for me? This is gonna ruin my wedding plans. I'm sure she'd care about that, wouldn't she? Are you talking about the woman you met online through that game you play? Yeah, it wouldn't be so funny if my marriage plans get cancelled because of you guys. Tell her to help me. Let me get this straight. You've got the $50,000 debt and the $4,000 per month I've been sending, and a $500 monthly allowance from your mother. You spent all of it on your fiancé, didn't you? Your mom told me everything. That's right. She runs a company and she needed extra money to cover some losses. That's why I transferred the money to her. Are you saying this business owner needed your money? That's odd. For her startup company, she's been working her butt off to get things rolling. But I don't understand why you had to help her. I'm gonna be her husband. I'm supposed to support her. Besides, she wanted to put some of the money aside for our wedding. I didn't give her all of the money for the business. She kept some of it aside for us. That's why you borrowed money in my name? It's pretty common that parents pay for their kids' wedding, isn't it? Well, I'm sure there are families that can afford that. In that case, why don't you consider the debt as wedding gift? You can at least do that for me. Hey, have you ever thought you might be getting scammed? What the hell are you talking about? Have you met her? I haven't met her yet, in person, but she sent me pictures. I'll send you her photos, Dad. Isn't she adorable? There's just no way she could be a scammer. Anybody can create a fake profile with free images online. You'll see. I'm gonna text her now. I'll prove she's not a fraud. It's weird. She hasn't texted me back yet. She usually replies right away. Maybe she knows you're on to her. It's quite possible she's already flown the coop. That's impossible! Tom, I'm not a cold-hearted man. Regarding your debt, I'll help you out. You don't need to panic. You're gonna help me pay it off? Here's the thing. I've got a connection to a center where you can get the help you need. What are you talking about? This institution offers programs to help people get their lives back to normal. You can get your life in order under professional supervision. And they also help you explore different job opportunities. Oh, but you won't be allowed to use your phone or a computer. Oh my God! It sounds like hell! But you'll get paid once you find a job. You'll be able to pay off your debt in no time. I won't have much freedom! I don't care. You'll have to pay back every penny of the money you've stolen. You're financially stable? For you to straighten out your life, you have to face your punishment. You can't do that to me! I have to tell you one more thing. Your mom and I are selling the house. So, you have no choice but to go to the institution. I had no idea this was coming! We had no choice. Otherwise, you wouldn't have learned your lesson, would you? Holy cow! Some staff from the facility will be coming to pick you up soon. You'd better behave. Dad, please! I'll behave! It's not something a 20-year-old man should have to say. If you want us to consider you part of the family again, you should think about what you've done while you are at the center. Oh my God! The center came and picked him up. My wife and I consulted the police about the fraudster who scammed Tom. As the result of the investigation, the suspect was identified. She got arrested, but we haven't gotten the money back. Tom has been working at the institution and sends us money every month. At first, we received letters from him begging for help. But lately, he's been expressing regret about his actions. His new life at the center has us relieved. My wife seems anxious at first, but she spends more time for herself now. She studies Chinese, does yoga, and whatnot. I'm happy for her. Unfortunately, Tom didn't grow up the way we expected. It is all my fault. We will continue to support Tom until he gets back on the right track for his future.
You have a sister complex. Huh? You told your sister a lot about me, didn't you? No, I didn't. Don't lie. You have a sister complex, telling everything to your sister. That's not true. Why are you talking about my sister all of a sudden? She just came to my house. She said she was coming over today to celebrate your pregnancy. She's already here? If you knew, then stay home. I heard she was coming this afternoon. Is she still there? She said she suddenly had to run some errands from noon, so she went home already. Oh, I wanted to see her too. I haven't seen her since our wedding. You've been abroad all this time, haven't you? I got some chocolates with English writing on them as a gift. That's right. She got transferred to Japan and couldn't come back as often. Anyway, how did your sister-in-law know that I injured my arm in an accident while driving? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that you told her. I asked you not to tell anyone because I was embarrassed. I told you. I don't know. I didn't even tell my parents. But then, when we met, she suddenly says, "Is your arm okay? Be careful driving." What was that about? Oh, maybe she saw the scar? What? I'm all healed up now. I can't even see your scar. That's not what I meant. Did she say anything else? She said, you used to have a parrot. Looks like it passed away though. Oh, really? She's talking about Sakura, who we had until last month, isn't she? Did you tell her about that? No, not at all. I didn't think she would know that much. What do you mean? Your sister is creepy. She's had this weird power since she was little. What do you mean? Like psychic powers? Not exactly. She has a sixth sense. She can see auras. I can't believe it. You're not afraid of her? She's helped me a lot in the past. I'm rather proud of her. What do you mean? When we were in elementary school, we planned a family vacation. Your parents do love to travel. But on the day of the trip, my sister suddenly started crying because she didn't want to go. Isn't that a common selfishness among children? My parents thought so too, but they had to pay cancellation fee, so they didn't know what to do. And even though it was a cool autumn day, my sister kept on saying, "It's too hot, too hot." Did she have a fever or something? No, she wasn't sick, but she was crying like crazy. We ended up having to cancel, and I was really angry. What does this have to do with the story? I was watching the news that night. The hotel we were supposed to be staying at caught on fire. No way. It was a coincidence. That's what I thought at the time. But I get chills when I think about what would have happened if we hadn't canceled. You think your sister saw something? I don't know, but she could predict the weather more accurately than the weather forecast. And thanks to her, we caught my mom's cancer early. It's still creepy. I can't believe we're the same human. Don't say that. She's still my precious sister. I get it. Maybe your sister. Maybe she has a mental illness? What? I don't believe in sixth sense. I'm not forcing you to believe me. She's just on a roll because something she said at random ended up coming true. I don't think so. She really doesn't see anything. She's just being a pain in the ass since she wants attention. That creeps me out. That's enough. Why are you being so aggressive? She says she sees a black blur on my baby. So? What's she saying about my baby? That's creepy. Did you hear my sister till the end? I don't know. Maybe the baby is a little weak or something? Oh no, we're going to the hospital right now. That's not true. The regular checkup said everything is fine. Well, that's good, but I think she was trying to tell you to take care of yourself and have a healthy baby. I'm sure that's what she wanted to say. She did say something like that, but she doesn't mean that. You're thinking too much. Black blur is usually worn by villains. She's making fun of my baby for being evil. No one said that. I will never forgive you. I'll curse her back. Oh man. Could it be your sister? Is she planning to stay in New York for a long time? She's been working in Tokyo for a long time, but she's coming back to New York. She said this is her last transfer. And she bought a house right around the corner, right? It's about a 50-minute drive from here. Not exactly a neighbor. It's so close. That sucks. Please just be friends with her. I don't want to. You're so weird. She's crazy. That's why she's single when she's almost in her 30s. She's so stupid buying a house when she's alone. She couldn't find a good place to rent, and even if I could, it was too expensive. It was cheaper to take out a loan in the end. Whatever. She's not going to be coming here often, is she? She's busy too. I doubt she'll come often. Really? But she says she wants to help Megan with whatever she has to do during her pregnancy. Huh? It's none of her business. Well, Megan, you seem to be mentally unstable. I'll tell her not to come here so often. Tell her to not come at all. Don't let that creepy woman near me again. I guess she's on a postpartum period. My name is Tyson. I'm 25 years old. My wife Megan is 4 months pregnant. I've seen many people aboard my sister because of her mysterious power. I've never seen someone reject her this much, so I was surprised. But they say that you tend to be mentally unstable during pregnancy. Maybe she was in shock about what she said about her baby. But when I heard that her baby had a black blur, I feel a kind of uneasiness. I called my sister and asked her about it. She said, "I'm sorry for saying something that could make a delicate pregnant woman uneasy." She told me to ask Megan for details, and I was even more confused. The truth is, I would be happy if my sister and my wife could get along together. But with my wife acting like this, I don't think it would be possible. Even if it doesn't work now, after the baby is born and things settle down, I'm sure she'll understand how nice my sister is. There was a time when I was optimistic. Then my wife's unbelievable behavior made me think otherwise. You're at your sister's house right now, aren't you? What? How did you know I was here? Apparently, I have a second sense as well. Stop joking around and saying things I don't understand. Just answer me properly. I just kind of did. I mean, why are you there? I got an SOS call from my sister, so I ran over. The house is in trouble. Oh, how? It's a mess. I wonder if it was robbed. I don't think they took anything, Megan. Do you know anything? Me? Why would I know about anything? Did you go to my sister's house by any chance? I don't have the ability to climb through walls. But why is that stuffed toy that you had here? If you're a girl, everyone has a stuffed bear. I never said it was a bear. Oh, really? Crap. There's a camera on the stuffed bear. You're filming me, aren't you? Oh no, I've been caught. I don't see any broken windows. How did you get inside the house? That's easy. Tyson, you have the key to your sister's house. Yeah, I'm far away from my parents. I keep the spare in case something happens. Wait. That's right. I just borrowed it. But I didn't tell you the address. It was saved on your address book on your phone. I knew right away. You looked at my phone without permission? It's your fault for not locking up your phone. So you're responsible for the mess at the house? What are you talking about? Paint on the door. You wrote, "Get the hell out of here." Wow, amazing. I can't believe it says exactly what I was thinking. Is this some kind of psychic power? Stop playing around. They wrote creepy and crazy all over the house too. But you write your own name on your nameplate, right? Of course you do. Then why doesn't she write "crazy girl" on her door? It's normal, right? What the hell is wrong with you? You've been acting weird. There's a lot of sand and empty plastic bottles lying around the house. What the hell? Oh, that. I picked it up because it said that if you keep them in the house, it will bring bad luck. Huh? I wanted to make that woman's luck go down and make her suffer. It was so hard carrying it into the house. What are you doing when you're pregnant? I was going to take a picture of her panicking and put it all over social media, but you came in and ruined it. Stop talking nonsense and come over here, Megan. Apologize to her right now. Why me? I'm going to throw up if I have to apologize to her.
What did my sister do to you?
Just the fact that she lives so close to me makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to have premature labor from the stress.
But I did what you asked, not to come over to our house until the baby is born. I told her that.
That's not enough. She needs to leave New York. In fact, I want her to disappear from this world too.
Don't be stupid. Hey, are you hiding something from me?
Don't tell me that woman told you something else.
Megan, you had somewhat of a common sense and manners as anyone else, didn't you? Maybe your mentality unstable because of your pregnancy, but it's gone too far.
That's how hurt I was by what she said about the child.
And when I called my sister about the black blur, she couldn't tell me. She told me to ask you, Megan, for details.
She's baiting you. That's not true.
What the hell are you talking about? Give me a real reason why you will do such a thing.
It has nothing to do with Tyson. She's so annoying running her mouth like that. I seriously won't forgive her.
Did something happen to the baby? I'm the father, so it is my business.
No, it's not.
I'm still asking my sister. She won't tell me because she's not 100% sure.
I hate it. I want her to move somewhere far away and cut ties with her too.
We just bought a house. I can't do that. And what do you mean, cut ties with her?
You're my husband, right? It's only natural that you think of me first, right?
Let's talk first. But first, come and apologize.
I told you I don't want to. If she doesn't move out within 2 weeks, I'll harass her again and again.
Hey, don't do this.
Until then, don't come home to me.
Why not?
Because I will never let you in my house until you get that woman out of this country.
I can't. Hey!
What the hell are you doing? She hasn't moved at all.
Megan, it's been a long time.
This is no time for carefree greetings. That's not what you promised.
I never promised anything.
I gave you 2 weeks. I can't believe it.
You're the one who I can't believe.
Huh?
That baby in your belly isn't mine, is it?
That's not true. What did that woman say to you?
No, she didn't say anything. I'm the one who's been wondering about it.
About what?
Something she said about the black blur in your belly.
I told you it has nothing to do with you, Tyson. She's just saying that to trick you.
I kept thinking about that, and then I remembered. You know, the black blur? She used to see it when there was a malicious intent.
What do you mean?
Like a stolen bike, or a weapon that's been used to harm someone, or a child with another man.
What are you talking about? Are you saying you don't believe me?
Well, it's not like I can see it. I'm just guessing. But I thought it was worth looking into.
Wait,
I had the detective look into you, Megan.
you're kidding.
Is there a problem?
It's a waste of money.
I used my savings from when I was single, so don't worry.
But,
Turns out, it was completely black.
wait, you found out everything?
I even have proof. You kicked me out and brought someone else home every day, didn't you?
I can't believe it.
You were afraid I'd find out you were cheating on you. You did all those terrible things to keep my sister away from you, didn't you?
Because I didn't know your sister had weird powers. If you had told me, I wouldn't have met her.
I've told a few people, but no one believed me. So I stopped telling people unless they ask.
Then it's not only your sister's fault that her house is a mess. It's also your fault.
You're not sorry at all. Why did you have an affair?
It was just for fun. We hit it off on social media, and when we met, he was my type. We didn't even know each other's real names.
How could you do that without knowing his name? You're quite active during your pregnancy.
But the baby I'm carrying is yours.
What? There's a black blur on your baby, and you're actually cheating on me. You have some nerve saying that.
That's just something she said at random, and it just happened to be right. She's definitely wrong this time. There's no such thing as magical powers.
What proof do you have?
You remember the other night when we got excited? That baby was from that night.
Ah, that one. Normally, you don't do it at all. But that one night, you were so aggressive.
Sometimes even girls turn into wolves.
You were just trying to make me think that it was my baby, right?
No, I didn't. How do you not even know your own baby?
Then get a DNA test.
What?
We can do a prenatal DNA test. And if I'm the father, I'll admit it.
That's kind of scary.
It's just a blood sample. It's easy on you and the baby. And I'll pay for it.
But
you can't do it because I'll find out, right?
no, I'm not. You don't have to do that. You can trust me.
How can I trust someone who's cheating on me? And also, my sister told me later.
Did she say something else?
She said she felt off about your arm that was hurt in the accident in the parrot.
You didn't really believe her, did you?
I checked the car's DVR at the time of the accident.
And nothing happened, right?
You seem pretty relaxed.
I mean, it's not like there's anything weird on it. I mean, it only recorded 2 hours of data to begin with. You can't see that far back in time.
You idiot. It's set to the record events.
What's that?
It only records when there's an impact to the car.
You're kidding me.
You haven't been in an accident since. There was a perfect shot of you and your cheating boyfriend in the car. That's why you were so guilty and told me not to tell anyone.
Oh no. When I gave him a ride, I tried not to get caught. So I drove by myself for 2 hours, but it was all for nothing.
When you crashed, the cheating boyfriend ran away in a hurry. Didn't even know it was all being recorded. Huh.
Everything is ruined because of that woman. That's why I hate her.
Huh? You got what you deserved.
Oh my God, I hate her. I should have harassed her even more if it was going to turn out like this. I should have ran her over with their car.
That's enough. If you do that, I won't forgive you.
You're not going to forgive me anyway, are you? Then it's not the same.
Don't be stupid. You were behind Sakura too, weren't you?
That's right. I brought him home all the time, so Sakura learned his name. So I fed poison to the parrot.
That's disgusting. You even thought Sakura was cute.
Me pretending to like the parrot was cute, and it was also Instagram worthy.
I didn't think you were this kind of person. Of course I'm divorcing you.
It was just for fun. Are you really not going to forgive me?
I can't do it anymore.
Hey, you know the Gospel of John?
No?
There's a scene in the Bible where a woman who cheats on her husband gets stoned by everyone.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
But then Jesus says, anyone who has not committed a crime, throw a stone first. And no one threw a stone.
So what?
There is no one who has never committed a crime. Throwing trash when no one is looking. Looking at your phone while driving. Even Tyson, you're the same.
Well, I can't say for sure that it never happened.
That's why it's important to forgive. Don't hate the guilty. Stop blaming.
But In that story, I think the only one who can throw stone is the one who was betrayed.
What?
Well, when a celebrity cheats on his wife, I think that someone who has nothing to do with it shouldn't be crap about it. But I think it's okay for the victim to talk crap.
That's terrible. You hate me.
Well, of course I hate you, but I'm not going to throw stones at you. I'll hold you legally responsible.
What do you mean?
You'll pay me alimony and compensation for the mess you made to my sister's house.
I'm pregnant.
So what? Pregnant women have legal barriers?
I mean, there's no way I can pay.
I know you don't have the ability to pay, so I'm billing your parents.
Don't tell my parents.
That's impossible. We're getting a divorce. I have to explain.
What am I gonna do? They're gonna be so mad at me.
You're lucky to have someone who is angry at you. By the way, I'm reporting you for trespassing and destruction of property. I'm sure the fines will be hefty.
I can't take this anymore. At least you're paying child support for this kid, right? And we'll just call it even.
If the DNA test proves it's mine, I'll pay. I mean, your cheating boyfriend said nothing about that child?
He doesn't want anything to do with it, so he wants me to raise it with you.
What a piece of shit.
My life is over. No. I can't believe this.
Calm down.
It's not my fault. It's all this world's fault. I curse you. I curse you.
You're the one who's crazy, Megan. I'm scared, so I won't contact you anymore.
Wait a minute. I just thought you'd be worried if I pretended to be crazy. I told you I'm not.
DNA test results did not prove that I was the father. Megan was screaming, "This is not reliable," but I filed to deny legitimacy. Megan will have to pay addition to the fees for the affair and the damage to property of a total of $30,000, in addition to the alimony. It seems that she was relying on our joint assets, but it was spent on date with her cheating partner. She received almost nothing for her share of the assets. So, as promised, I talked with her parents. They got down on their knees and made the payment that day. In addition, I also asked the cheating partner to pay alimony based on the information that the detective had provided me. Megan was furious at me for that. After being abused a lot, he dumped her. After that, Megan went back to her parents' house. But her parents told her every day that they'll take care of the baby after it's born, but go find a job and pay off her debt. She said she was scared of what will happen after the baby was born. I am enjoying living alone. My sister comes to visit me once in a while, so I don't feel lonely. My sister's mysterious power helped me this time too. I am very grateful for it. But I still wonder how it works. I don't understand it because I don't have any power. Do you know anyone around you who has a sixth sense or some other mysterious power? If so, please let me know in the comments section. Anyway, thank you, sister.
Good evening, Kevin. How are you? This is Karen from Kendrick Industries. Hello, Karen. How are you? Thank you for your business always. I got your number from my husband. Sorry to text you this late at night. Is it a good time? No problem. I'm always here for you. What can I do for you today? I hope it's not an emergency. Was there any problem with our product? Well, it is kind of an emergency for you. It's a bit shocking. I thought it would be better if I waited until you're done with work. A bit shocking? I'll get straight to the point. We're discontinuing business with your company at the end of this month. You won't have to deliver any more products from next month. Thank you for all your help over the years. What? Are you going to stop doing business with us? Wait, what do you mean? I mean exactly what it means. I'm terribly sorry about this. I've decided to replace all your products with inexpensive ones made in Mexico. I need to cut costs drastically, so our contract will be terminated. It was due for renewal, but we decided not to renew. Oh no, that's not a good thing to hear so suddenly. You are the biggest customer for us. And next month? That's too soon. It's already been decided. We're also in a difficult situation due to the recent recession. Please understand. I'm sure the recession has been hard on you too, but next month is too soon. I don't understand. It's a matter of life and death for a small company like ours. Please let me talk to you and Mr. Montana at least once. Unfortunately, he's in a business trip until the middle of the next month. His schedule is packed. Oh no. Please, will you reconsider? We've been doing business together since my father's era, and more than 15 years since I took over this company. The products we make cannot be replaced with any others. We make the best parts for you. I'm proud of the precision and care we give our products. So please give us another chance. Oh my God, you're so persistent. What? I don't care how long you've been doing business with us or how good your products are. It doesn't matter. All we care about is the price. We just need to make a good profit and grow our business so that my son can be the successor soon. What do you mean? You must know that I'm Mr. Kendrick's second wife, right? I know that, but I have a son with my ex. He's fresh out of college. I want my son to take over the business. Montana has another son between him and his first wife. I want to prove my son is better than him. I'm helping him make some achievements so that people recognize he's more qualified. That's why I'm letting you go. Cutting production costs is an easy way to improve performance, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. Are you saying you're cutting us so your son can take over the business? Well, that's right. High craftsmanship and loyalty. Our customers don't care about those. Those parts are not visible from the outside anyways. So, I decided to use cheaper parts to cut our production costs. You don't care about us? We worked so hard for your company. It's none of my business. No one cares how many small businesses you guys go out of business. My son and my life depend on it. I can't lose against my husband's ex-wife. Anyway, I don't need you guys anymore. Please do not contact us. Okay, I won't anymore. Please tell Mr. Kendrick that I appreciate all his kindness. That's not necessary. Don't ever show your face to me again. Kevin, it's been a while. It's me, Tony. I used to work for you. Tony, it's been so long. How have you been? How's your business going? We're doing just fine, thanks. I'm using my experience from when I was working for you. I value the relationships I have with people. Well, To be honest, things are still a bit chaotic though. You know, I saw you in the newspaper article the other day. A young, talented CEO. That's such an exaggeration. It was a small article in a local newspaper. Don't say that. You've grown a lot. Thanks to you and your father. It's not about me today. Is it true Kendrick Industries terminated the contract with you? You're pretty quick on the uptake. I heard that some of my partners were cut off too. Montana is one of your biggest clients. Yeah, well, it's true. Mrs. Kendrick texted me the other day. I haven't been able to talk to Mr. Kendrick though. But it's a hell out of a big damage. I'm not saying we will be dead, but I don't know what we'll do. Well, if you're okay, will you work with us? Huh? I want to expand my business. I'd really like to have your help. Well, I wanted to talk to you sooner. But it's been less than a year since I started this business. I didn't want you to think I was relying on you. I knew you guys were busy with Montana too. So, if you're no longer working for Kendrick, could you help me? I'd be very grateful and happy to help. I'm the one who has to ask for your help. Really? I'm so happy. Well, I'd like to talk about the details. Can I come by tomorrow? I want to say hi to everyone else too. You can come by anytime. You're more than welcome. Thank you, Tony. No problem. I'm glad I can finally return the favor. See you tomorrow. Kevin, I need the parts delivered by tomorrow. How many can you do? What? Look who it is, Mrs. Kendrick. What delivery? I thought you were done with us. You're getting cheaper parts from Mexico. That's the problem. No one there speaks English, so it's hard even to place an order. There's a strike, and production suddenly stops. We used a cheap shipment company. Their container ship had an accident and sank. We didn't have insurance, so the shipping costs were higher than expected. And when we finally received our shipment, the parts were poorly made that we couldn't use them. Now our production line stopped and we're having a hard time. I see. That's terrible. We'll end up losing a lot of money. I'm done with them. I want to use your product again. Can we renew our contract and deliver the product as soon as possible? Your price has to be the same as the product from Mexico. You give me a 30% discount. I decline. What? There is no way I would sign such an unfair contract, even if the contract price was the same as before. I will never do business with Kendrick Industries again. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? That's what I mean. I won't sign a new contract. I won't make any new contracts, and we won't make any of your orders. Why not? We're having a hard time. It's none of our business. You're not our customer anymore. Hey, do you know how many years we've been giving you jobs? You're ungrateful. That's what I want to say. You were able to make a profit because of our products, but you didn't care about us at all. You told me that length of the relationship wasn't worth a penny. You're the one who said that, aren't you? Also, the 30% discount is ridiculous. I won't make any profit. Okay, then we keep the same as before. Deliver them soon. Just get it done. Did you hear what I said? I won't deliver again. Besides, I'm on a tight schedule with another company right now. Sorry. Huh? Do you really think you can act like that toward us? I can destroy a small company like yours in a heartbeat. Go ahead, crush us if you can. I'm telling you, it's the same for us. All the companies you cut off are on our side. They all say they would never do business with you again. We've told everyone in our industry about this. No one will work with you anymore. Huh? Hey, then I can get any parts from anyone. I can't make anything. I'm sure you're right. Wait! Please! Please, please! I apologize! I apologize! Please reconsider! Please! We will go out of business! People don't care about a company with no humanity. No one will be troubled if you go out of business. Your son wouldn't have lasted long anyway. That's not fair! That's terrible! Help me! You're paying for your mistake. Partnerships are very important in business. Don't look down on small businesses' craftsmanship. Now, please leave me alone. After that, Mrs. Kendrick visited me crying for help. I told her I would call the police, and she ran away and never came back. Later, Mr. Kendrick returned from his business trip and discovered the company's devastation. He was so angry that he kicked out Mrs. Kendrick and her son. Mr. Kendrick visited all the companies they cut off and apologized. Everyone accepted his apology and decided to work together again. Mr. Kendrick and Mrs. Kendrick are separated now. If she hadn't been so greedy, they could have been successful. What a waste of time and money. As for me, I've been very busy with Tony's and Kevin's industries. We've got more people and machines thriving like ever before. It's all thanks to Tony, who saved me that time. I sincerely feel that truthfulness is essential in business.
Rachel, it's been a while. I transferred to a private elementary school recently. I didn't expect to find your daughter in my class. Did you get a new number? Is it because I stole your boyfriend? You disappeared from our hometown as soon as you graduated from college. It's good that I set up a group text for the class parents. Now I have your new number. Oh no, I think I'm starting to enjoy this. Good evening, Miss Smith. Huh? I've no intention of becoming a friend of yours again. You're my daughter's homeroom teacher. Please remember that. Oh, really? You're still a boring woman. Oh well, I look forward to working with you this school year. By the way, are you a single mom? That makes sense. Good evening, Miss Smith. Yes, I am a single mom. Are you divorced? I don't need to answer that. Are you going to hide it from me? Is that a question you're asking other parents? I'm sure there are other families in a similar environment to ours, but I don't ask that to other people. If that's the case, I don't have to answer the question. Why don't you at least tell me that? We are friends. You are my daughter's homeroom teacher. I have no intention of becoming friends with you. If you'll excuse me. Hi, Rachel. Can I talk to you for a minute? It's about your homeroom teacher. Hello, Mindy. Your daughter and my daughter are in the same class this year. Yes, they are. I'm excited for them. Me too. So, what about the homeroom teacher? I heard Miss Smith was a friend of yours from college. Oh yeah, that's right. We weren't close though. I think of her as my daughter's homeroom teacher. That's what I told her too. I see. It's easier to talk to you then. What's going on? Well, my daughter came home crying today. What? What happened? She couldn't solve a math problem she hadn't learned in class. Then Miss Smith told her in front of her class that students with a single parent are dumb. What? It looks like your daughter defended her. Oh, I really appreciate that, and I'm grateful for it. You are a single mom also. I wanted to let you know what happened. Thank you for letting me know. I'll ask my daughter later. It'll be helpful if you could talk to Miss Smith. I think so. Again, thank you for letting me know. I'm glad our daughters are good friends. If there's anything that concerns me, I'll keep you posted. Thank you very much. Miss Smith? Hi, Rachel! It's unusual for you to text me. My daughter came home from school crying. She told me you ripped her textbook. What is this all about? Oh, that! That's also your fault. Me? You must pay tuition even if you're a poor single mother. I do. I heard you called the office and cried because you couldn't afford it. What? Did you think I didn't know? I was just at the office. You should have paid your tuition. I tore up your daughter's textbooks as punishment. I'm just doing my job as a teacher. I'll deal with you in a businesslike manner. Maybe that was when the bank system had a failure? What? I called the office and told them I would bring the tuition in cash. Huh? You can check with the office. There should be a record of my payment. Oh, you paid? Yes, I did. Just as I told you. Miss Smith, you made another girl cry yesterday, didn't you? Huh? What do you mean? You were recklessly asking a girl to solve a math problem. She couldn't do it, and you brought up her family mother in front of everyone. You're very critical of single mothers and their children. Are there any specific reasons? What? Haven't you noticed yet? What do you mean? I'm getting back to you. Huh? Poor kids from a single-parent family should not attend private schools. I was a little mean to that other girl, but I won't forgive you and your daughter. What do you mean? Your daughter is Nate's daughter, right? Huh? I know you've been divorced for a long time, but it doesn't change the fact that you stole Nate back from me. I loved him so much, but in the end, I was rejected. And a year later, he got back with you and got married. How is this possible? That's why I hate you and your daughter. Do you get it? Miss Smith? Well, I'm speaking as a former friend now. My daughter is not Nate's child. Huh? I heard that Nate got back together with his ex-girlfriend and married. She was his girlfriend from high school. Huh? An ex-girlfriend from high school? Then, who's your ex-husband? My ex-husband passed away 2 years ago. Oh. Well, I've said what I wanted to say. Miss Smith, you still have no idea about our school. Huh? Don't you know who I am? Huh? You're my friend from college, and now you're the parent of a child in my class. There's one more thing. What? I'm one of the board members of our school. Huh? What? You should know that as a teacher here. I saw you at school several times. You were unaware that I am a school board member after all. Seriously? Seriously. Your behavior towards some of the children has gone too much to tolerate. The board will meet soon to discuss this. Oh no! The other board members who recommended you said your acquaintance completely deceived him. Please keep quiet until your disciplinary measure is decided. Rachel, give me the money! Huh? Ms. Smith, it's been about 6 months. Money! Am I giving you some money? Yes! I heard you were rich! Is that why you want me to give you money? That's right! I was fired from school because of you! I'll never be able to teach again! Why is it because of me? I thought you were married to Nate and had his child, but you weren't. You're a single mother, but you are not poor. I didn't expect you to be on the school board. If you are going to apologize to me, give me $50,000. No, $100,000. $100,000? Since you do not intend to apologize, I have no reason to even speak with you. What? If you wanted to know about Nate, you could easily find out by asking his friends. The assumption that single mother is poor is your view. I've been a school board member since before you came to my school. It is your responsibility to have basic information about your workplace. And to treat the children unreasonably because of a prejudice and personal grudge. You're an unqualified teacher. Terrible! Teachers are supposed to be teaching, not tearing up students' textbooks. I can't find a job! I have no money! And you want me to give you money? You even gave up your little bit of pride? What? If you think I'm going to help you, you need a clarification. Hey! Bye-bye. I was so persistent that I inadvertently agitated her at the end. But my choice of words wasn't wrong. I never heard from Miss Smith again. I heard through a friend that she was evicted from her apartment because she did not pay her rent. She had no choice but to go back to her parents' place. Apparently, she had borrowed a lot of money to pay for her living expenses. Her parents found out everything and lost their patience. The next day, they finally kicked her out. I heard Miss Smith was last seen taking a train in Midtown area. I don't know where she's now.
Hannah, I'm sorry. My mom will be late to see your parents today. What's wrong? There was an emergency and she needed to go to work. Oh no. If your mother's going to be there, it must be a big deal. She's planning to come even if she's late. So I'm sorry, but could you tell your parents? And also tell them we are sorry. Okay, that's fine. Besides, you were going to come by yourself. But my dad really wanted to meet your mom. We should be thankful to your mom. Thank you. I'll be at the restaurant at 11:30 as planned. Okay, see you soon. Hey there, a poor guy who grew up in a single-parent home. You're the one who got cocky and said you wanted to marry my daughter. Are you Hannah's dad? Yes, that's right. It's Jack. I got your number from my wife. Hannah's mom texted me to apologize for what you did to me. What? Why is it such a big deal? Can I help you with something? You slapped me with a bundle of bills as soon as I saw you at the restaurant. I never dreamt that you would do that. By the way, that was $10,000 bills. You took the trouble to prepare such a large sum of money in advance? I don't recall anything I did wrong. What in the world did he have against me? I just sent it to you. I won't give my precious daughter to a poor man who grew up in a single-parent home. There is no doubt that I grew up in a single-parent home. But we have never been in a financial situation. That's just something you don't realize. Single moms are always poor. It's just that your sense of poverty is numb. Your values are too different from those of Hannah. I can't allow you to marry her. Above all, I don't want you and your mother to rely on our money. I have to get rid of you as soon as possible. But that doesn't mean you could slap me on my face. You stole my daughter. That's why I greeted you the way I did. You think a poor man can marry my daughter? Don't make me say the same thing over and over again. You know what? Your mother didn't show up in time. That's not acceptable. As you probably heard from Hannah, she had an urgent matter at work. I just received a call that she will be arriving soon. What kind of big mistake did your mother have? She didn't do anything. Whatever it is, I disapprove of you marrying my daughter. Speaking of which, where did you go after that? The restaurant let us use a private room they had available. And there we are. I see. You guys are still in the restaurant. Then come and get it quickly. Get what? $10,000. If you leave my daughter, it's yours. Well, it's called the severance package. That's a lot of money for a poor guy, right? Excuse me for a moment. My mother has just arrived. I want to talk to her. Sorry to keep you waiting. I spoke to my mother. A poor mother and son tore between $10,000 and a little bit of pride. Let me ask you just to be sure. Are you sure you want me to leave? I'm going to visit you with my mother. Oh, wow. You've decided to accept my offer after all, haven't you? Poor people's pride is just like this. Listen, once you receive the money, don't see Hannah again. Get the hell out of our way. Hey, Mike. Wait, please. No way. I didn't know your mother was the president of my work. I had no idea. I thought she was just a stranger with the same last name. Mike, I'll allow you to marry Hannah. Give me a chance to explain myself to your mother, the boss. Mike, I said I'll allow you to marry Hannah. Answer me. Dad. Hannah? Where are you now? At the critical moment of your marriage. I've been with Mike. What? And I'm also with Mike's mom. I see. Hannah, please, tell Mike to answer my texts. Also, tell him to come back soon with his mother. Why are you still talking like that? Huh? Don't you realize that you're in a very bad place? Or you may realize it, but you're trying to escape reality. Excuse me? There is a reason I didn't tell you about Mike's mother in advance. I felt your attitude was dangerous. Dangerous? If I told you about Mike's mom beforehand, I'm sure you would suck up to her, right? Of course, she's my boss. That's why I didn't tell you. Well, but I didn't expect you to slap Mike with a bundle of bills. I can't believe it. No. You see, the bills were from my grandfather's inheritance, right? Those are mom's money. Huh? I know you know mom's PIN number, but that doesn't mean that you can withdraw it without talking to mom. Well, she's my wife. No, you can't do that. I mean, it's not your money, and you told Mike it's a severance package? Don't you feel any shame? Ugh. Where's your pride? Ugh. Are you stupid? Hannah, don't talk to your father like that. I'm just saying what I want to say because I don't want to see you again. What? And then Mike will be asking you for medical expenses and compensation. And I'm sure you'll get a bill for the time you're out of work. Huh? What's that? Mike hurt his wrist and fingers when you slapped him. Huh? He had to go to a clinic. Mike needs his hands to do his mechanic job, so he has to take some time off. Wait. He was texting me. How did he type his texts? Oh, that. I was the one typing. Huh? Well, it's understandable that you didn't notice. I was typing what Mike wanted to say on his behalf. What? I was shocked to see your terrible attitude. No, I'm going to take Mike home and go straight back to my apartment. Hannah! Oh, and make sure you return the money to mom. Mike, please let me speak with your mother. If I don't, I'll be demoted, and my wife will divorce me. I told you I'd let you marry Hannah. Please. Mike, I'm really begging you. Please. Hannah? Hi, Mike. Are you feeling better? Yes, I can type. And I'm fully recovered. Good for you. By the way, I heard your parents are in divorce proceedings. Have they separated already? Yes, they are. My parents' house is in my mother's name, so my dad moved out. Can I ask for more details? You know the settlement money for you? My dad tried to withdraw from my mom's account again. Oh no. As you can imagine, my mom was furious. After everything that had happened in the past, I guess it just piled up and caused a big eruption. I see. Actually, I'm at my mom's office. I told you about the urgent matter she had to take care of, right? Yes, I remember that. They investigated and found that it was my dad's mistake. So he was demoted from section chief. That's right. I'm an outsider, so I don't really know the details, but that's what I heard. He was so overbearing, but I wondered what was going on. I can only sigh. I'm sorry for your mother and you. Don't worry about it, Hannah. My mom says so too. I'm sure she's fine. Thank you. By the way, I got a pamphlet about the wedding place we discussed the other day. Oh, really? I want to see it. I'll bring it with me on our date tomorrow. Well, it's getting late. All right, I'll go to bed soon. Well, good night. See you tomorrow. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow. A few months later, Hannah's parents' divorce was finalized. Also, the settlement money that Hannah's father owes me was paid in a lump sum from his savings. However, I have no intention of inviting him to our wedding. When my lawyer told him about this, he had a look of despair and then cried a lot. However, he didn't seem to clearly understand what was wrong with him. He did something against the company's compliance regulations and was finally fired. He didn't get any severance pay, he is unemployed, and his savings were dried up. He is now working at a part-time job that he managed to find, being scolded by a high school kid.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.